I'm reading this. It says, I'm wrong if I put Drake on child support. Question. And you know what? I don't even blame her. I'm blaming this nigga right here with the big ass say cheese smile. I don't understand these dudes. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't understand why they feel the need to impregnate ratchets. I don't understand what the appeal is to degenerate behavior. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't understand why niggas go to strip clubs. I don't understand why they pay for prostitutes. I don't understand why they have to sleep with the woman that's been with everyone on the block. I don't understand why they like BBLs. I don't understand why they like fake breasts. I don't understand why they like the gold blonde weaves that go all the way down to the floor. I don't get it. To be honest with you, I like women that are all natural everything, natural curves, natural hair. This just looks delusional. But again, I blame this Negro here with the big ass say cheese smile, because her question is, am I wrong? And that's another thing. She can't even form the question right, but okay. Her question is, am I wrong if I put Drake on child support? No. You're not wrong, because this system since the 1960s has been on your side when it comes to you being advantageous to getting child support. That's probably all she knows, because since the 1960s, this system of child support has been against the so-called black man, really against the so-called black family, and has no reason to stop. The reason why all the white men is going crazy and killing themselves and killing their family over child support is because they are just casualties of war. The war is on the so-called black man and the so-called black man's family. Okay, and what they want to do is make sure that the family unit is toe up, because more than likely, if you grow up with a single mother, you're gonna end up in jail on drugs, in gangs, a bum, homosexual. That is what you will end up being with a single mother. Chances are, not 100%, but chances are, and they know it. But we don't know it. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some women on here that, no, not me. My child will never be. Okay, what about all the niggas that's in jail? What about all the niggas that's in gangs? What about all the niggas that's being shot down in the street? What about them? What about all the ones that's on drugs? All the bums? All the homosexuals? The majority of all those people grew up in a single mother household. Now, it might trigger your emotions, but this is facts. Now, again, I blame him, because he should know all this. And the reason why I think that he's a fool is because just because you are rich or you have the money for a situation to not be a problem doesn't mean you should engage in it. Because what is that going to tell your children? This is not a good example for your people. Now, I don't know if he even cares about his people, to be honest with you, but that's why I'm here, so that we can learn from these mistakes that happen with these celebrities or any current events. So if you didn't know, the laws that we have for child support today stem from the Mother's Petition Act back in the early 1900s. It was strictly for white women. Though it was for white women, there was still a stipulation that there had to be no man in the house. Now, why is that? Because back in the early 1900s, men were going to war and they were dying. So a lot of times it left the white woman without no husband, and she was a stay-at-home mother. She wasn't an educated Fortune 500 CEO. She wasn't a doctor. She wasn't a teacher. She wasn't a lawyer. She wasn't a mayor. She wasn't a nurse. She was a stay-at-home wife. She wasn't nobody's baby mama. She wasn't just going around having 15 children.
Somebody needs to pay for all my children and mine and Gary, all our suffering, somebody needs to be held accountable. And they need to pay.
By 15 different men. These was white women that were widows. Now, once child support and welfare took over, they adopted some of these same requirements, but without the context. And when they let the black woman in on the program, they didn't understand that the man was in the household because he had to go work, maybe upstate, maybe back east, maybe back west, and he was supporting them from a distance. It wasn't that she was a widow, but they didn't really care about any of that by then. In 1992, the Child Support Recovery Act will put you in jail if you haven't paid for more than a year, or the fine is greater than $5,000. The first violation, $5,000. or up to 6 months in jail. Now, what can we do in jail? What can a man do for his child by being in jail? Not like that first penalty of $5,000 goes away if you go to jail. It's still there. 1996, the Child Support Act that's reformed by Bill Clinton states that if you need welfare, you must put your child's father on child support. This is why, brothers, you gotta stop dating low-level women. Stop dating women without no job. Stop trying to get at the cash register at McDonald's. Stop trying to holler at the girl at the Dollar Tree. Those are the ones gonna get your ass on child support, because she gonna be on welfare, brother. She gonna be on welfare. You gotta start with the low level. Get you an educated woman if you gonna get one. Don't mean you won't be on child support, but at least maybe you can work something out with her one-on-one and not have to end up in the court system with your enemy, because she ain't gonna have no choice. If she gets welfare, she got no choice but to put your ass on child support, period. Now, in that 1996 Reform Act, it also said that if you don't comply, they will take your driver's license, denial of passport, and it's not eligible for bankruptcy. So whatever you owe, you gonna owe that for life, brother. You can't file bankruptcy on child support. Your child be 25 years old, you still in the arrears. Y'all better stop dating these low-level women. And if she got kids, ask her if the kid's father's on child support. If the answer is no, you might be all right. There ain't no guarantee, but at least you did your due diligence, okay? At least you know you might have someone that might negotiate with you, because the system ain't no negotiation, brother. All you get is clank, clank, locked up. You understand? Driver's license revoked. And when you go to jail, you're gonna still work for about $1 a day. When meanwhile, they pay thousands of dollars for you to even be in there. So all you gonna get to give for child support is a couple of dollars a day. Crazy. And if you are behind in child support, you cannot file for a small business loan. Why? Because as far as I know, now things change year by year, so you might want to update, go just double check, but they cannot take out child support out of your LLC account. So if you want to start a business, best thing for you to get is an LLC. Also, best thing for you to do is probably get a small business loan. You will not be eligible for that, brother. You are not going to be able to have any funds that the system cannot get to without them being able to give it back to her. You understand that? Now, the reason why I blame the man is because we need to learn these women. They got us locked down. They know everything about us in general. And when they get with us, they learn it specifically. Now, I want y'all to look at this. She looked like the man. She the OG. She like, yeah, I got this nigga. And he looked like how the woman should look. Yeah, oh, we got us a baby. Oh, yeah, I'm so happy. The woman knows the man, okay? She knows how to deal with you, and she knows how to act like you. You the only one looking foolish in this situation. You don't know the woman. Now, apparently they met at one of his concerts. He saw her in the crowd, brought her on stage, took her to the back, start, saying how good her music is and all this and that. And then I guess they hit it off. This brother right here, he don't want no family. But that doesn't mean that you impregnate the worst of the worst. That doesn't mean that. Maybe you just don't have no children. That's okay. You do not need to procreate with a degenerate. You understand that? We gotta have a little more sense, because all that's gonna happen is in the end, when she get mad, she gonna get them pockets, brother. You just a lottery ticket. And I don't care how well you think, how good of friends you are. She know what the system is. That's why she's saying, I'm wrong if I put Drake on child support. And the crazy thing is, you don't even need to claim that that's your child. You don't gotta sign that birth certificate. All she gotta do is put your name down, brother.
Imagine being told to pay child support for a kid that is not yours or go to jail.
Carnell Alexander walked into the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice knowing in moments he could lose his freedom.
I stayed up all night, couldn't sleep, thinking about it.
Carnell is a wanted man because he refuses to do what the state orders and to pay child support for a child that DNA tests prove isn't his. A child he doesn't even know.
The bottom line is that you should know this already. If you can't afford to do these 3 things for every single child that you have, I don't care if you're married or not, because of course there are women that are married that are out here got work husbands, and all of a sudden a baby pop up. I don't give a damn. Every man that's gonna have a baby or that wants to or whatever, if you can't do these 3 things, stay your ass out the cooch. 1, you need to prepare for a paternity test. Period, point blank. You don't need her permission. Buy you the test, get you a little swab, probably like $400 or less. Swab it, send that shit back to the lab, all right? Second thing, file for joint custody right away. You don't need her to do it. You don't need her permission. You don't need her guidance. File for joint custody right away. That's the second thing. Part 3, you need to prepare that this child might need to stay with me half the time. No more of this, I'm a weekend father. No more of this, I'm a summertime father. No. You need to put in your time. You wanted the kids, it can't just all be on her. You need to put in your time. Otherwise, you're gonna be on child support. They gonna get the most out of you, and your life gonna be miserable, bro. If you don't want that to happen, you need to have a paternity test. Make sure the baby is yours. Get joint custody. And then you need to make sure you can pick the kids up half of the time. Either you could do 1 week on, 1 week off. Maybe you could do 1 month on, 1 month off. Maybe you could do half a week. That's what I would say. Try to get the kid even more. Because if you don't have joint custody, if she decides not to let you see the child, you ain't gonna see it. If you wanna be just, this sometimey daddy, then this gonna be a sometimey baby for you. And you gonna be a full-time paying her bills. Learn the woman, cause she know your ass to a T. Stop dating degenerates. Stop dating broke women. No more McDonald's co-workers. No more gas station workers. No more broke women. Ask her if she's already got kids. Ask her if she already got this man on child support and why. Get you a DNA test, joint custody, and make sure you in that child's life half the time, period, point blank. Otherwise, and that's just your best case scenario. It can still go wrong, but otherwise, you just gonna get raked over with the coals, all right? So I'm just giving y'all a warning. If y'all don't want to take the warning, y'all still want to do your thing and be cheesing all like that. He worth $200 million. Most of us watching this ain't worth shit. And we're gonna be even less than that once she get a hold of you. She wanna put this brother on child support. So just imagine if you not a Drake, what her ratchet ass would do. And I don't wanna say she rich, but I mean, she make a lot of money. So if you don't wanna be involved in this outdated system that was for widows, then you better start learning how to pick your women way better. This is just a shame. All right, y'all, we a small channel trying to do big things, so y'all already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, help out the channel a lot, and we out. Peace.